This year's Spotify Wrapped was absolute omega dookie pookie booty. We've enjoyed every other Spotify Wrap from around 2016 till about now. From the cool animations, the cool insights, the colors, and everything else that they've tried. If you were blessed enough to not have Spotify and not have to witness this dookie, you're very lucky. Be thankful. And this is what it looks like for this year. Absolute garbage. I know, right? But, we'll get into that later on. So when you watched it, while you're watching it, there's probably a few major things that you noticed. Them trying to name the genre based on the associated artists, pretty easy data-wise, right? No. For example, when they said Travis Scott, Drake, and Kanye were somewhere in my top list in artists, they called it bougie wrestling rap. What the fuck is that, nigga? I thought to myself, whoever helped write the genre names must have been higher than giraffe pussy after smoking with Snoop. The other dumbass genre they gave me for underground rappers, like My Kings, The Adventures of Music, Summers, Laserdisc, Jace, was Sigil Core Football Underground Hip Hop. Nigga, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, you literally could have just said underground rap and called it a day. That would have been perfectly fine. No issues at all. The last one they gave me was called How You Speedrun K-Pop.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I have no idea what the hell How You is, but I'll assume it's because 99% of the K-pop songs I was absolutely blasting so fucking loud that I got a noise complaint filed on me have a really fast BPM. They say about 135 plus. For songs like ETA by New Jeans, absolutely fucking goated if I'm a cook here. New Jeans Supremacy, by the way, Magnetic, Fancy, some of the K-pop League of Legends music. Even though the game is worse than Hitler mixed with the average European soccer fan, Riot Games knows how to make really good music. Too bad they don't put that effort towards balancing the fucking game and getting leukemia patients on my team banned. Along with How Sweet, Song of the Decade, if I'm going to be completely honest. It's been pretty popular news that a bunch of Spotify staff got fired back in 2023, and a bit more now, especially due to, a lot of tech layoffs and a bunch of other stuff, which I assume would be closer to more the latter half of 2023, despite them having record profits in 2023 and this year. The titles just felt like super AI generated and weird, unlike every other year. Along with, the art and the transitions, it just felt they just all sucked like massive rhinoceros shit. No matter how advanced, AI art is and will continue to get, it will never replace the authenticity that even the worst human artist can have.
Pirates on the boat. Pirates on the boat. Pirates on the fucking boat.
Think of Kendrick using AI to write a song for him. You know how fucking stupid that sounds? You know how weird the song would be? Literally, none of the writing would be like anything he would actually say. Sure, it might sound a little bit like what he would write sometimes, but it just wouldn't be a Kendrick song at all. It would not talk about any of the things that he would actually mention, assuming that it's a song where he goes, I'll say, more in depth, and especially for heartfelt songs, and ones that are a lot more personal, like We Cry Together and a bunch of other songs on that album. No. Hell no, let's be for real. They're a multi-billion-dollar company, but you'd rather just use AI to generate the one thing that people actually look forward to when using your product every year. What? It makes negative sense. Now let's go back to the older Spotify Wrapped. These are some of mine, and there will be a lot more cringe music. Do not be surprised. But I will say, disclaimer, Seabat was my number one song in, I believe, 2022 or 23, whenever I started my sophomore year of college. My explanation for that was, 1, I did not like the song, and 2, the roommates in the room on the left of me, they decided to fuck like rabbits all day, every day, anytime. It could be Saturday at 3 in the morning. It could be Wednesday 10 a.m. when everyone's going to class. It could be Tuesday maybe 4 p.m. when everyone's getting back from class. It could be anytime, anywhere. And obviously I don't want to fucking hear that, especially when people are trying to sleep late at an engineering school. How about that too? Like, the dude had a roommate too. So like, there's no way that you're asking your roommate to get out at like 3 in the morning just so you can get some coochie, bro. That's not happening. That's not happening, bro. So, right, what my roommate and I did was, there was one time I showed him Seabat, the song, and I guess it seemed like they were about to get started, coincidentally, and then they stopped after we played that song. So what I would do after is I would go to Spotify, queue up the song on my PS4 at the time, because it's connected to the TV, and I would turn that song up damn near full volume, and they would stop about 30 to 40% of the time. So, and that continued for pretty much the start of the semester in late August up until, I'll say, mid-January. And then they broke up, I believe. Okay, so I just checked, and you actually can't view your previous Spotify Wraps, which is really weird.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
You would think that they would at least let you be able to do that around this time of year and not just like anytime. But I mean, whatever. I'll just use screenshots from some random Swifty dork on Twitter. By the way, follow me on Twitter. I'm fucking hilarious as shit and a little stupid. So some of the biggest things that we had in previous raps were things like, your top genres ranked from 1 to 5. Some geographical insights on why my fellow Ken Carson fans were all located in some little twink Atlanta suburb. How many days nonstop you've listened to an artist, which is surprisingly, not even surprising, just the easiest calculation ever. I don't know why they didn't do it. It's just the amount of minutes you listen divided by the amount of minutes in a day, which is like 1440, I believe. Simplest calculation, literally takes 2 seconds. The total minutes you listen to in a day, like the maximum out of the year, your listening peak, so you can kind of track how many times I listened to the Kid Leroy's album back in January after my girlfriend at the time, introduced me to her mother and broke up with me a week later. Your top albums, funny insights, if you listen to like a sad romance song like 50 times on Valentine's Day, or it tell you that you were in the Christmas spirit if you were kind of blasting Mariah Carey around like late November, December kind of time, and a bunch of other cool stuff like that. And now back to the designs, like it genuinely felt like if you asked someone with no emotion, that's just completely dead inside, like me after finals right now, to make the screen UI, it didn't tell a story. It didn't, give you a picture of how you felt this year, of what you were doing this year, different points in your music listening career this year, or anything else like that. It just felt bland. There was nothing to it. Like, give me a sip of some used fucking Fresh Boy swag socks and some piss jugs so I can do some piss boxing and, bad bitch hairstyle like Blade. And I'm making a custom Spotify rap 7,000 times better than anything Spotify did this year. But what do you guys think about this year's Spotify Wrapped? Drop your top 5 in the comments. I'm gonna roast them, and focus. Follow the socials. Tap in Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, especially Twitch, and Twitter. I tweet all fucking day.